as an introduction to this project that I'm doing here, I have a television set up in a living room area, and we don't spend extra money for the non-commercial streaming apps that are out there, so we get commercials, and the system I have up there is all tube based. I'll show a picture a little later, and so there's no remote control for the volume or anything like that. So because we get commercials all the time, I thought it would be kind of a clever idea to maybe come up with a remote control mute module that I could put between the TV output and the stereo amp. So that's the premise of this whole project. Pretty straightforward in the sense that that's what I'm trying to do, and I had some parts laying around from other projects, and I bought this little remote control module off of one of the services that sells all sorts of stuff out there, and put it together on a piece of wood, and the dang thing worked just fine. So I decided to put it into a one enclosure. I have a grandson now. I'd certainly hate to have him come up there and stick his fingers on hot wires, and I'm sure Mom and Dad wouldn't be too happy about that. So I decided to put it into a box and put an on-off switch on it and kind of make it so it's safer. Just kind of wanted to run over this wiring diagram real quick. Come in with 120 volt AC using a polarized plug, 0.8 amp fuse, an on-off toggle, indicator light, power on, floating over to a 12 volt DC power supply, that going down to a remote control module that I got off of one of the sites there with a little remote control button. I got nothing special. And that going over to a double pole, double throw relay. I happen to have a couple hard contact 12 volt DC coiled relays left over from work I used to do many years ago, isolation relays. Primarily this would be the switching device. I could have used something, signal relay that would be designed for this low current, low voltage scenario, but I just happen to have this one here, so I just used it. And so in the unenergized state where nothing is going on here, the contact is normally open, the contacts are closed, coming through the normally closed side of it, and so I bridge between the input and outputs in the left channel and the inputs and outputs on the right channel through the relay. And so that's what it does. When I energize this coil, it opens up the contacts, and so I get this muting effect where I don't have the connection between the right hand and left hand inputs and outputs, hence the muting function. This is the sound system that's connected up to my TV in my living room. There's the right hand side, it's kind of hard to see, but there's an ST70. It's an old Dynakit thing that's a VTA modification, and then to the left of that is a preamp of my build with treble and bass control and balance and volume and stuff like that. And this is a system that I wanted to put the remote module on to be able to mute. By the way, the speakers are all my design and build also. And I got the little box painted, got my holes all drilled, and just starting to do the assembly of it. This is what the end product looked like when I'm done with it. Got my RCA connectors, red and black. These are isolated, so I'm going to stay away from the frame on this thing. And inside here you can see the DC power supply, the remote control unit here, and then I've got my double pole, double throw relay here, which I just glued to the bottom of the box. And oddly enough, I went to put this thing together, and I was going to have some little connectors in there, and I end up wiring nutting it together, and it's like, you know what? I'm leaving it. Simple as that. So a little on-off switch. I had to drill a hole for the antenna to come through it. Plug it in, and this is what the remote control looks like. It's a little on-off, like a garage door opener. Turn it on, and you can hear the relay click. Successful project. Again, it's fun building these things. Didn't have a particular market in mind, not trying to sell this, just something so that we can watch TV and not have to watch commercials. So again, successful project. When I turned it on, I didn't get zapped, didn't start on fire. So all said and done, that's why I keep doing this stuff. It's lots of fun.